Hi, I would like to thank you for taking the opportunity to watch our submission for the Invest in Yourself category for the Best Practices competition. I'm James. I'm joined by Chris, Emily, and Serena. Our project goals for this presentation are to bring in a group of professionals with the intention of providing our members an investment focusing on leadership, communication, and analytical thinking through real-life dilemmas, ethical awareness through diversity and inclusion, and to explore different career paths and skills offered in these fields. I will pass it over to Emily, who will kick us off.
Alright, so to achieve our goals, we hosted many virtual events that emphasized ethical awareness with a focus on diversity and inclusion, career paths and skills, and real-life dilemmas. A unique event that we had in September was hosted by a Stonehill alumni from the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency who spoke about government accounting. In October, Bob Rivers came and spoke about real-life dilemmas and ethical awareness by focusing on diversity and inclusion initiatives at Eastern Bank. And then in November, we had 2 colleges come to speak about future opportunities in furthering our education with Masters of Accounting programs. And now I'll have Serena talk about the events we had this semester.
So far this semester, we've had several events, such as a presentation by Shayna Butler, in which she provided her personal experience with different life dilemmas and her personal career path, which we'll talk about later in the presentation. In terms of upcoming events this semester, we have a Becker CPA presentation and a PwC data visualization activity, which both fall under career paths and skills. We have a negotiation skills presentation and a personal finance literacy presentation, which fall under both ethical awareness for diversity inclusion and real life dilemmas. And also we have a discussion on gender leadership in the workplace, which falls under all 3. Now I'm going to pass it over to James, who's going to talk about relating our goals to virtual events.
We will highlight our goals through 3 virtual events. The first one is real-life dilemmas students may face in the future, which corresponds with the Shayna Butler presentation. Shayna is a Stonehill graduate and a BAT member. She began her career at a national firm within audit. She has soon transitioned into tax with a regional firm. She additionally recently passed the CPA exam, which was a great discussion point of this event, where she provided our members different strategies and techniques to balance work-life balance, as well as to study for the exam. The second event we'd like to highlight is discussing ethical awareness through diversity and inclusion through the Bob Rivers presentation. Bob Rivers is the CEO of Eastern Bank. He is also a Stonehill graduate. The Bob Rivers presentation was a co-sponsored event with the Financial Management Association, so this was able to provide more benefits to our students, more than just in BAP. He highlighted the importance of diversity and inclusion through Eastern Bank's own initiatives, as well as how senior management has remained proactive with diversity and inclusion. He highlighted a real-life dilemma as Eastern Bank recently went public and provided an emphasis that was placed on the IPO process. I will pass it over to Chris, who will discuss Meet the Firms.
So although we were not able to hold this event in person this year, we were able to hold it virtually, where 19 different firms and organizations came to network and meet with our students, members, and candidates. We got some feedback and reactions for this event and the other events that we held on campus, well, virtually from campus. One in particular, we'd like to highlight Matt Fay. He's a member of our chapter. Matt Fay spoke on the Eastern Bank presentation with Bob Rivers, highlighting that the diversity and inclusion initiatives at Eastern Bank were very eye-opening, and that seeing how the business world has evolved, it is very impressive to see that it's just more than a slogan at Eastern Bank. And it's more of a lifestyle and part of their business as a whole. In conclusion, we'd like to highlight that all of our events were held virtually and following guidelines regarding federal, local, and state regulations. With the lineup of events that we had, we were hoping that our members and candidates would leave with improved skills regarding leadership, communication, and analytical thinking. And then some other events that we hope to hold in the future include some bringing in some seminars focusing on networking, mentorship, and time management, having more speakers come in and speak about diversity and inclusion in the workplace, in the accounting world, and also bringing in some local firms to provide some new and different insights compared to your typical going into the Big Four career path right after college.
We would like to thank you for your time of viewing our presentation.